Hi foodies, you know my husband is Puerto Rican, so they love pork. So he wants a lovely stew pork with skin, meat, and fat. So here I got a lovely piece here, all cut nicely from the butcher. So I'm going to give it a good little wash with baking soda and salt. Let's give that a good little rub in there and let it sit for like 5 minutes. So what I want to do is clean each of the skins. So just take a knife and take that skin and just, rub the knife and scrape it up a little bit. Yep, just like that, and let it sit there for a good 15 minutes. Now we're going to scrape that and put that again, rinse it off, get all that slimy water out of there. And now I want to put my lime. So half a lime, this is very juicy. I'm going to squeeze that in there, change the water, and I'm going to add some salt also. I'm going to let this sit now. The meat is all clean, the skin is nice. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Now this is all my herbs and vegetables, star anise, ginger, garlic, fresh herb, onion, lots of peppers and onions. And I'm going to be adding it into this hot pot. Just add that meat. I did not marinate this meat. I'm just going to cook it the way restaurant style does it. And one of my Dominican friend, I had the pleasure to try this meat with her. So I said, let me give it a try. I never just cook meat right off the package like that. So I put some fresh black pepper, cracked black pepper in there. I cover the pot and like 5 minutes later, it lets its own water out. So I want this water to boil down and dry off with the ginger and garlic infused in there, low and slow. And I want the pork to get a nice little brown color itself with its own fat. So you see, stuck a little bit in the pot in the bottom, that's okay. Scrape it out and let it get a little more brown, some of the pieces. Now this looks good, a little more brown color in there. And we have that star anise. Let's add some chili powder, a little cumin, and my oregano. Give that a good little mash and put in there, and my fresh green herbs. Now let's add all those peppers in there, lots of sweet peppers, green peppers. I have here Sazon Tropical, and that's a pork base. The pork paste maker. There you go. So give it a good mix now. I get a lovely color in there. I'm going to cover it, and now you see let its own little water out there for like 4 minutes. So this looks good now. I want to add my scallion and parsley to bay leaf. Let's add some water in there now and scrape the sides, the bottom, get all those lovely flavors out. And we're going to set this on the side, let it boil and cook until tender. So there you go. After 45 minutes, low and slow, the meat is all done. Now just top it up with some fresh cut cilantro, cover it and put it on the side. What pairs well with this pork? Well, he wants pigeon peas and rice. Rice and pigeon peas, rice and gandule. So in goes all my aromatics. It's my sofrito. Some oil in the pot at medium high heat. Let that cook nicely. In goes my basmati rice. I had washed and soak in. My flavorings I'm going to add in there now, and I'm going to give this a good mix. In goes that sazon that gives you a lovely color. What a kaleidoscope of color in this pot. Nice, lovely rice and peas or gandule. So let that suck up all that lovely flavors. Add some salt in there now. Mix that up nicely. Just add a piece of carrots and I just drop it in there. So here's my dry pigeon peas. Open the can and drop the water, the brine, everything in there. Trust me. This has such a beautiful flavor. You will not believe. I used to always rinse it. Throw it away, rinse it and put it in. But since I learned this from my Dominican friend, it's my go-to. So let that cook with that brine in there and suck all that water up. Drop that 2 bay leaf in there. So now you have a lot of infusion, a lot of flavors in there. Now let's add some water into the rice. Stir it up for all the salts to melt and combine. Everybody going to know each other and marry in the pot. And we're going to cook this rice now until done on steam. So plug that little hole and leave it there for like 25 minutes. Let's fluff that now. There you go. You see a pig out with the bun already is in the bottom of the pot. My rice flaked up, very fluffy and nice and cooked thoroughly. Now let's add some of that fresh cilantro in there and just let it infuse. So let's do a plating now. So here is that lovely rice and that stew pork that my husband been craving for. I know he's gonna have a lovely dinner tonight. Add some sauce and I made some fresh salad to enjoy this. What more can you ask for? Simple and easy, do it. This is a weeknight dinner. Enjoy.